So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on the power of positive podcasts. It's a bit of a tongue twister, right? Power of positive podcasts. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this because it's something that I've really adjusted, I can say, in the last year, a little over a year actually. And I just find that by surrounding yourself with positiveness, especially in the morning, that can absolutely change the outcome of your day. It can be that powerful. And for years, for as long as I can remember, I was a slave to media, news. And when I say I was a slave, I would literally wake up in the morning and on my phone I had apps for CNN, BBC, World News, Fox. And I would have to consume. That was my first thing, an espresso in the morning, what's going on in the world. And that religiously, I did that for years and years and years. I couldn't get through a day without it. And in most cases, it was negative news, right? You know, could spend a whole hour talking about just about that. But I just got consumed with it. And more recently, I was open to exploring, adjusting that. And I started really looking at podcasts and motivational podcasts, and they really are a thing now. And, you know, I've used Spotify for years, absolutely love it. I think my subscription is $10 a month. I don't know anymore, to be quite honest. But Spotify now especially have so many amazing podcasts. And I started just downloading motivational podcasts, everything from Elon Musk to, Brenny Beanie to Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins. The list just goes on and on. There's so much out there now. And I also actually do, and you don't hear this coming from a guy very often. I do meditation in the morning. I do a 5-minute breathing meditation out of my patio. I also download that from a Spotify, and it's literally 5 minutes. It's just something that I do just early in the morning to do some deep breathing. And, then I go about my day, and whether you're going to be in the car, or in my case, going for a morning walk, or whether you're on the train, or whether you're walking, or on your bicycle, have a think about doing that. Just test it out for a couple of weeks. It could be quite amazing, the difference it makes. I went from a mindset of kind of a lot of negative stuff going on out there, and there is, and it's not like I just blank all that stuff out now. I don't, but I control it way more than I used to. And I think a turning point for me was about a year and a half ago, where it just scared me how much social media know about us. And I was on Amazon, and tell me if you can relate to this. I was on Amazon, I was checking out, I can't even remember what the product was. I did not buy it, but I was researching it. And the next day, I remember being on Facebook, and the exact same product that I had been researching but never bought, there were ads popping up all over the place on Facebook, and it did that for about 2 weeks. And I remember that was, and I think I watched the social media. There was an expose on Facebook and social media, and that was when I said, I'm going to do things differently here. I do not like the way this is going. I deleted a lot of the apps, as I say, my news apps, and I started controlling what I listened to in the morning. And I can only say from my experience, it changes the landscape completely now. It's very important that I keep a positive mindset, as it is for all of us. But because I run my own business, I can't afford sick days, or I can't afford not to be in a positive mindset, because then it's going to negatively impact my business. And I just find by surrounding myself with that positivity, it makes me more positive. And I fully would buy into, we are what we hang out with. We're going to be drawn towards what we surround ourselves in, whether that's positive or whether that's negative. that's going to have an impact on us. It just is. And you know, if you disagree, I respect that you do, and tell me why you disagree. But that's my mindset on it. You know, I've switching from being an employee to being an entrepreneur, or in my case, a solopreneur. I run my entire company, and that's it. I don't have employees or staff. Not to say that if I got sick, the business wouldn't run. It would, because it's fully automated. But I run coaching academies of, you know, 4, 5, 6 calls a day, coaching students. So I really need to take care of what goes on up here when I wake up in the morning. And I'd encourage you just to have a think about this, and to think about if it's, you know, give it a try. Just think about ways that you can control what we consume. Because I can tell you, you know, the news outworks, the social media, they are very good. They pump billions into keeping us on their platforms. And I just think that, you know, technology has come leaps and bounds, which is great. Technology has never been better than ever. It is better than ever. But it can also be very controlling as well. So listen, I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's just something to say. More recently, when I started coming into the online space, I shifted my perspective. And I can tell you, it's had a massive, massive impact on, you know, I feel if you can, you know, if you can control the morning, you can control the day. If you get it right early in the morning, that can impact your whole day. If you get it wrong, or if you get into a negative mindset, that can also spiral throughout your whole day. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, please do post comments below. Definitely would love if you could like and share this, and also click on notifications. If you have not yet subscribed also, please do subscribe below so I can continue to grow this and get my videos out to a wider audience. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Virtual fist bump.